Hi, my cardinal signs, and welcome to your weekly timeless energy readings. This one is going to be a love reading. And so this is for my Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorns, okay? Put it anywhere in your placement, your sun, moon, rising, your Venus. You like it, I love it, baby, okay? Also, please keep in mind that these messages will be general. So what doesn't apply, let it fly, boo. What doesn't resonate, let that thing go. Also, in the description box, boo. It's how you can book a personal reading with me. It's how you can make a love donation to this channel if you feel so moved to do so. And also my Instagram information. I go live over there. We catch a word. We have a good time. And then I also do daily card pulls on my reels to calibrate our days for magic and success. So without further ado, my loves, my cardinal signs, here is your love reading, timeless weekly love reading, okay? So let's ring the bell and get into your read, baby. And receive that. All right, now very quickly, oh wait, before I get into it, like this video, share it, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting for you cardinal signs, my Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorns. So I saw a person, right? It was like a male figure coming into frame and looking down and looking at another figure of a kid looking up. So I don't know if you're attracting in the person that's going to be the father of your children, honey. I don't know if someone is coming back. I don't know, and not necessarily like, oh, he's coming back, because y'all know I don't do those type of readings, which is why I was reluctant to do love. But it's more so given like someone who is responsible, someone who can be counted on, someone that interacts well with your children if this is not their father or their parent, right? You got the 6 of coins and the 3 of arrows. Okay, cardinal signs, we get right into it. So I'm using the Lover's Path Tarot. Now, do you see here? This is the 6 of Pentacles, and 6 of Pentacles is about reciprocity, okay? And this is the 3 of Swords, which is the 3 of arrows in this deck. And this is about heartache and loss, right? So I feel like in the past, a person, for my cardinal signs, was not giving reciprocity, was not giving equally to the relationship. This is somebody now coming to give gifts of time, money, or effort, but it's feeling like it's a little bit too late. Like you see, like it's winter outside, it's blanketed in snow, and while it's lovely, it's not really the conditions to plant new seeds in. It's not the condition to start gardening in, right? And so no matter how many pentacles this person comes back who did this to you, that wants to lay down the pentacles now and start trying, right? For me, look at her face, y'all. It's giving, it's just a little too late, a little too low, and I can't wait, you know. All right, giving that JoJo energy. I do not own the rights to that music. Don't come for me, YouTube, please. Okay, but this is definitely saying this week somebody's coming forward, or someone's making an attempt, and it's someone that you have a tumultuous, rocky situational past with, and it doesn't even matter that they're showing up in their grace or seeming to, or now willing to make that effort because you're done. And look, you have wisdom. This is the High Priestess card, right? Like now you know better, so now you know how to do better, right? You're walking forward in the knowledge that I don't need that anymore, right? And that also I deserve someone like this who's on my time, who sits back and lets me be me, right? Who's so secure within themselves that they allow me to be me. It's good. It's looking good. cardinal signs. Okay, this is also about deep knowledge, deep inner study. I think this week you're also in a very good place to gather new information, to study, hit the books, self inner study, some journaling perhaps. But this is like you feeling comfortable enough that when you begin to adopt your form, right, in your full I amness, someone is watching. So if this person hasn't come forward yet, this person is watching and waiting and wanting to work in co-creation with you, and understands that you're a vibrational being showing up in your full authenticity, and that if you want to operate with this frequency, there can be no disturbance in the force. Okay. And I just want to see what this book has to say, because these couples, you know, this is the lover's path. They talk about like great lovers throughout history and stuff like that. So with the 2-card wisdom, it's the high priestess. It says Shahrazad and Shahriyar. I'm very sorry if I'm saying this wrong, y'all. But these are the two people pictured here. It says keywords: knowledge, education, enlightenment. Ow. Over the course of 1,001 nights, Shahrazad, forgive me, y'all, the wise bride of King Shahriyar, y'all have to give me a break on this. I sincerely apologize. Tells many compelling stories. Shahrazad's wisdom won the king's love and trust. In doing so, she saved her life as well as those of her fellow women of the kingdom. It says meanings: wisdom gained from education, translating book learning into understanding. A teacher who will share with you what you are seeking, using wisdom to transform a difficult situation for the better. So like I said, this person showing up in their past energy. And I like to just read from the book sometimes, especially like with decks like this, because it gives you a history and a backstory, and there might be a message in there of like, oh, I do know that. Yep, because I've been through something like that, or whatever the case may be, right? But this is saying like, you know, someone may not be showing up in their grace. And that's what you're gaining all of your, getting all your facts over feelings together, right? Then you have the Ace of Arrows. So there's clarity, right? This is the sword of truth. So truth's being spoken and communicated, having clarity of thought. This is a new beginning, because all aces are new beginnings. And I feel like you're clearing something up this week, or preparing for something that's coming up that you need to clear up to move forward into your sovereignty with this crown here, right? 6 of Staves. This is success, the returning hero, okay? This is things working out. This is someone coming in on the white horse, ready for action. So someone may be coming in for you, my cardinal signs. Like I said, this person who comes in and has this very like, I take care of things sort of energy, or like, I'm not here to harm. I'm not here to take. I'm here to co-create. Woo! Here to co-create. So this could even be a business partner, but because, you know, this is love, baby, we only keeping it on the love tip. Okay? You might be falling in love with your business partner. I don't know your business. But this is like a successful time. I feel like you're entering this period, or entering this week, where it feels like yes, right? And then that energy brings you in someone who's ready to match your fly, or encourages your partner, right? Like sometimes we want to nag the person next to us, when sometimes we got to make the moves and see if they'll make the moves as well, right? In terms of like, listen, these are my boundaries. These are my standards. I'm going to move within those boundaries and standards, and you can either do it or not do it, right? Especially if someone is complacent, right? Someone's complacent with where they're at, and you are focused on growing, right? Then it gets, you know, sticky. But I feel like this is like really good energy of like, things are also coming up that bring about this energy, this Three of Swords energy. It might be something that reminds you of a period of your life where you went through that. Or you might be nervous with all of this newer incoming energy this week to be like, oh, I just really hope it don't play out like that last time or like that last thing, right? You just got to know it's not, because you're different. Okay, cardinal signs, you have the Three of Coins. So you're building something, but you see how like it's like a very strong structure, but it's you building that. You're alone. This is your thing to construct. This is your thing to uphold and build. Sometimes it shows hands to help, but in this deck, the woman is by herself. And so this is deep reflection time, right? Like you can't just hide behind all these things and lock yourself away in the tower. You're building this for your protection, right? But you're not, and also to build something that lasts, right? And maybe you're finding that like, I don't want to build this thing on my own. I want somebody to come in. Because look, you have the Nine of Swords, and I feel like cardinal signs, you got to like wake up and pay attention, because this is all of your thoughts. And because you're spinning out, right? And jamming yourself up, because look, the Eight of Swords or arrows are in the background. But this angel is trying to give you a new thought, a new perspective, a new way to look at it, because swords are thoughts and communication, right? But you're busy with your head down worrying about 17 different outcomes instead of focusing on what could go right, right? So look at that contemplation. Somebody thinking about y'all, right? You might be receiving some news, right? Somebody might be ready to finally shoot their shot. Look at the Two of Cups, right? So you have contemplation, Two of Cups. You're contemplating this move forward, but it's always going to be on you, okay? So this week, go forward. See, it's almost like she took the wand, the sword from the angel finally. It's only until you do that is when you're going to be able to clear up your thoughts and move forward. Turn that 9 upside down, turn that into a 6, and start moving forward. Okay, my cardinal signs? This is a week of forward movement, of what do you want? If you're single, what do you want? Bring the illusions to the end with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Pour out all the illusions and really ask yourself, for you, what do I want to call in, and what do I want to appear into my life, right? Or what would I prefer to be experiencing, right? Because you guys, it's at the end of the day, it's always what we say. We are master manifestors. What is it that you say? Yo, look at this. This like flew out and went and knocked over a whole bunch of things. It says wedding. This situation involves marriage. So this could either be somebody you are married to, that you can see yourself marrying, or someone who is married. So you know we don't do that, baby. Let's pull more cards. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So like I said, this person coming in, or this next chapter is different, because you're different. That's why you get to attract someone who's different. That's why you get to experience something different, because now you are different. You got your thoughts together. And so this week there might be an affirmation coming in, like a sign or something that lets you know for sure. And I'm talking about this person does that, shows up in that, right? Like the way I saw in my vision, somebody coming up and it felt like, oh, I can trust you. Oh, you're responsible. Oh, whatever the thing is, right? That person is coming in that energy, and you can feel it. It's not something, remember, the Seven of Cups is in reverse. We're not telling ourselves the pick me tall tales. We're not entering into delusions. We're not trauma bonding. We're not compromising on our boundaries. We're not settling for less. We're holding to our standards for ourselves, y'all. Okay. So this is the energy I'm feeling. Like you may in fact end up marrying the person, because yes, this is your soulmate, and soulmates aren't always the person you end up with forever, but there is real soul recognition here is what I'm getting. It says getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves. to each other, your bond deepens. And you know, that's true at the beginning, and that's true at all stages of the relationship, my cardinal signs, okay? That's how you build that trust and that connection, right? Are you willing to step outside of your tower that you built around yourself to keep people out, to keep people from hurting you, to not end up in the same situations and scenarios? And are you really ready to be vulnerable enough because you don't get the soul recognition without the vulnerability, without letting someone actually see you, right? Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So you need to release old energy. And sometimes when I get the release your ex card, it's not always like, oh, you're still hung up on him, so, or her, right? You're still hung up on that person. It's saying you might still be hung up about something that happened between you and that person. And so when a new person comes in, you react and behave towards them in the same fashion you would as the person who left. And that's still you holding on to your ex, because energetically you're pulling their energy along with you. You're toting it along. You know, bag lady, you gon' hurt your back carrying all them bags like that. Pack light. You need to pack light. Ooh. Ooh, that's gonna be the name of this. Pack light, cardinal signs. Pack light and enjoy what's to come. Pack light so that you're open to all of the gifts, so that you have space in your life to receive all the gifts that the universe wants to bring to you by way of this connection. Okay? Whether it's reigniting something in your existing relationship or finally bringing you your person. That this week, I think you really start to get your mind together about yourself, right? So that you get into more harmonious union with yourself, which in turn, of course, helps harmonious union happen in your existing relationship, or helps you call that forth so that you can experience that, okay? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I'm telling you now. That's your person, that's your person, that's your person. Most especially and always when they're showing up like they're your person. We're not always going to be in 1000% of our grace, right? We're not going 100% of the time. We're not showing up in our grace. You're a whole human being out here, and so is someone else. But it's not, you don't drag that thing so far that you accept less than you deserve. You don't stretch that thing so far that you begin to give over of your power and rob yourself. So this week is all about reaffirming and reclaiming to yourself your own value and worth, so that you show up differently in your union, and then also if you're single, that you show up differently in your singlehood to yourself, for yourself, and then that brings about like yesness. Ooh, passion. Ooh, it brings about the passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I love that for you. And you see that's that vulnerability of the release, right? Like, I'm not going to put anything in between us so that I can enjoy the connecting, so that the connecting can actually happen. Then you can enjoy all of this passion and really be your most sensual, expressive, whatever self to this, in front of this person, because my cardinal signs. Now you can let your guard down. Now you can really release your inhibitions and really express your joys in the way they come natural to you, because you're not trying to shield yourself like, I don't want to be judged, I don't feel comfortable enough. When someone can get you into that sort of receptivity, right, with the divine feminine here, then it helps you trust this masculine energy to come in and sweep you off your feet, or to allow them in to witness, to bear witness your vulnerability. That's sexy as hell. Some sexy energy around here, baby. It's sexy. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh my gosh, we're already at 19 minutes, guys. I love y'all. I love doing this, y'all. I love connecting with yourself. Look, let yourself receive. Wasn't I just saying divine receptivity? Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Do you hear me, my cardinal signs? I know you do. That's right, boo. I'm talking to you. Let yourself receive. Cheese and crackers. The universe is like, I'm trying to give it to you. You could just uncurl your fucking fist. Let me slap this blessing in there. It says, make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. So here we go again with that, like, that high priestess energy of trusting yourself, trusting your inner knowledge and your inner intuition and your inner guidance. And you see how she's swimming with other people? Like, this is giving me like 3 of Cups energy. Like, you can make a decision. You'll have the support to back you on making a final decision in regards to an ex, in regards to any of their old energy you are carrying around. This week will spark that aha moment of, oh, gotta release that, right? Ooh, it says dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding with that 6 of Wands, right? The 6 of Staves, right? That you need to see the bigger plan for your life and for your relationship, right? That don't shrink yourself and don't be afraid to ask for what you want and what you need inside of a relationship, okay? To show up in your fullness. It says healing heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Because as you're healing yourself, you're healing everybody, right? Like, I feel like for you guys, this chapter of your life is all about healing and remedying things and witnessing things come full circle and come to conclusion and witnessing a new beginning. And I think this week is really helping you get into the mindset to receive it, to hold on to the blessing, to cultivate the healing, to cultivate the connection, to keep it going and flowing and growing, right? Oh, I'm trying to get off this deck so I could like wrap it up. All the cards fell. So that's how I know. And don't no more need to come from there. Protection. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Okay, my cardinal signs. So you don't have to worry going forward or being in the truth of who you are. I'm going to pick that up. But knowing that everything is all systems a go. Everything is connected, okay? And that everything is working out for your highest good, right? And so when we walk forward with that sort of fearless surrender to the divine and trust in that Source is going to send you the right person, that Source will provide the healing in these places and spaces, that you and your loved ones are safe and protected, then you can move differently. Then you can move in your power. Okay, and then we got the yes card. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. So act accordingly, my cardinal signs. Act accordingly. I'm going to pick up all these cards now. Let's see which one ends up on the bottom, because y'all know I always give you the bottom of the deck card, but they all fell. And you know what? I'm going to show you some of the cards that fell upright. Like I can see the face of the cards. You have 5, so we'll run through them quickly. Tranquility. Make time to relax. Be still and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. I know I said I wasn't going to, but now I did. Positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. You have to raise your vibration on all fronts. And so, seriously, for peace in your relationship, for peace in your thing, like, stop telling everybody your business, cardinal signs. Get focused on what you think and what you know and what feels right for you. Okay? Positive energy. You now, even if you got to be by yourself and not be in the mix with anybody, you need to get tranquility up in your life so you can move forward in strength, in being informed, right? Making moves out of discernment and not desperation. Ooh, that's a word. It says empowerment. Oh, I love that for y'all. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. And then look again with the other two people in the card, that this is like a harmonious time. 3 is about celebration and harmony. I feel like you're finding your right people, and this connection is really allowing you to grow into yourself and to really get and to see what the possibilities of your future are looking like. I feel like this week is like a delicious time to get up with yourself, a delicious time to come back to the beginning and say, what do I want? What do I need? Even if I'm 20 years into this relationship, what do I want and what do I need? Even if this is a marriage and we bend it, we well past the honeymoon phase. What do I want and need right now? It's so important to keep doing those check-ins so that you guys can always be right here with it. You know what I'm saying? You got soulmate relationship. So again, all that confirmation from the romance angels deck, right? Like, this is the romance of a lifetime. Yes, this is your soulmate. It says, new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Look at the dolphin swirling around with this DNA, that gives you like the DNA strands, all of this beautiful double helix energy, letting you know you might co-create life together with this person. And it just feels like so natural. So like you're both your own separate beings, but right? And then we have self-forgiveness. And I love this for you, cardinal signs. It says, let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, y'all know I like it. I love it. But it's saying to not be so hard on yourself, that you guys are good for being hard on yourselves and only critique yourself to get better. And don't critique yourself in a way that, or reflect with yourself in a way that beats you down, okay? Because it doesn't serve your connection when you don't feel good. It doesn't serve you to pull in somebody when you don't feel good. Because when you don't, that's when you start attracting all these toxic people who can't wait to take advantage of that. Pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. So trust yourself on this one. Trust yourself on this one, right? It doesn't have to look right or be right for anyone else but you. You know what you can handle. You know what you want. And then let everybody else make their choices. But it's important for you to be happy, okay? Especially if it's showing up in a beautiful, healthy way for you, right? So I'm going to just pull some. Ooh. How we get to 28 minutes? It says, look at that. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection, okay? And that's why I said this is a delicious week to get up with yourself, because if you think that all of this, like, oh, I'm just turning this off, and I'm not saying it like that, like to promote my own channel, but you know what I'm saying. If all you want to hear is like, yeah, they're coming and he's too scared to show up for you, so the love is still there and he's your twin flame, or whatever the thing is, like, cool. But if you never, ever, ever want to look at yourself and all you ever want to do is know about a love connection, you have already shot yourself in the foot, because it's always about you, in terms of not from an egocentric place, but that you should never lose yourself in a connection, that you should always be aware of yourself, mindful of yourself, and in possession of the self when you want to share that with someone, because a relationship should only be there to share, baby, to share, not to complete, not to define, but to be your divine complement. So that's all I'll say about that, because we already at 29. Soulmate, y'all got this again? Come on, look at that. And to be honest, this is kind of what I saw, but the person was way small. It was like almost childlike. Maybe your inner child feels safe with this person, okay? Maybe you've experienced traumas in your past where you just didn't trust, that trust came hard, right? That you found trusting people difficult. I feel like this connection is restoring your faith and trust. It's restoring your faith in that there are still good people in the world. Ooh, I've liked this for you this week, cardinal signs. It says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Okay? Believe this and they will manifest physically. Even in your own relationship, if you're in a rough patch right now. Just trust that it's already good in here. And then do your thing. And then watch if that person is really meant to be in your life and be on your frequency, they will show up in a way that divinely complements. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, it says power. You instinctively know what is right for you. And you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. So it's just saying that if you had any sort of other relationship that became too all-consuming, too... that this is why you being in the now of who you are, you can enjoy this connection because you know to yourself, because I knew how to walk away from that ex and release that ex, I know I have the power that if this ever goes left, if this ever don't sit right with me, if this ever becomes a hindrance to my well-being, I'm out. I have the power of choice to say no. And that makes it easier to work around and try to choose where you guys can say yes, because you know if it ever gets too much, I also know how to say no, boo. And that's the power and the energy and the fullness of having a healthy bond, right? I love you so much, but I respect myself enough if I gotta bounce, and I love myself enough to know when I gotta bounce. But I feel like this is very beautiful, connecting energy. I'm so happy for y'all, cardinal signs. This is your reading. Oh my God, 32 minutes. That's okay. We caught a whole ass word. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, baby. Go get up in it. And I'll see you on the next one. Later. Ashe.